In this video, we are diving into the latest updates on bikies, organized crime, and key court cases. We'll explore the sentencing of an associate of the infamous Big Hucks and his role in a global criminal network. We'll also cover a massive MDMA drug bust in Sydney and wrap up with updates on a new anti-gang law in New Zealand targeting gang activity. Let's get started. Our first update is on Benjamin Paul Adams, a high-ranking sergeant-at-arms for the Bandidos Bikie Club, who found himself in hot water after DNA from his sunglasses left behind during an attack directly linked him to a violent assault. Once touted as a potential national leader of the outlaw motorcycle club, Adams has been embroiled in several violent incidents stemming from tensions between rival clubs. In May 2021, Adams chased Rebels bikie David Button through traffic outside Stockland Greenhill Shopping Center, where Button was struck by a car. 2 months later, Adams was caught on a security camera assaulting Jeremy Wade at the Coal Point boat ramp. Following which Adams was sentenced to 12 months in jail for these incidents, with a non-parole period of 6 months, and barred from associating with bikies for a year. However, it was the August 2021 assault in the Edgeworth McDonald's car park that revealed Adams' sunglasses weren't just a fashion statement, they became his downfall. During the attack on Samuel Gregory, Adams' DNA-laden sunnies were left behind, tying him to the crime. Gregory was assaulted and stabbed in the thigh by Adams' unknown accomplice during the incident. While Adams claimed he didn't know about the knife, he admitted to being part of the joint criminal enterprise. In the Newcastle courthouse, initially pleading not guilty to multiple charges, including wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm, Adams eventually pleaded guilty to reckless wounding in company after his trial began. The other charges were dismissed. He remains on bail and will be sentenced on December 18, 2024. The saga highlights how even bikies should keep better track of their accessories, as what starts as a bold fashion choice can quickly shift gears into an unexpected crime-solving tool, outpacing even the slickest getaway plans. The next update is on Osema Ellison, an Australian citizen, who was sentenced to 63 months in prison for his role in a global conspiracy to distribute encrypted communication devices, facilitating drug trafficking and other crimes. He was an associate of Hakan Ayik, aka the Big Hucks, and pleaded guilty to racketeering conspiracy after facilitating drug trafficking and money laundering. Ellison was part of the FBI's Operation Trojan Shield, which used the Onom platform to monitor criminal activity, leading to numerous arrests worldwide. Hakan Ayik, widely known as the Big Hucks or Australia's Facebook gangster, is a prominent figure in Australian organised crime. A former Comanchero MC member, Ayik has been wanted by Australian and international authorities for over a decade, accused of drug trafficking and money laundering. He was known for his lavish lifestyle and was linked to the global drug trade through connections with cartels in South America, Asia, and Europe. Big Hucks was arrested in Istanbul in 2023 and remains under Turkish jurisdiction on charges of money laundering, with authorities seizing $250 million. Despite Ayik's ties to the Comanchero and global drug networks, he is unlikely to face extradition to the US. Ellison was based in Colombia and distributed Onom devices, supported their operations, and facilitated the trafficking of at least 15 kilograms of cocaine and related money laundering. He joined the Onom enterprise in 2019, aiding its criminal objectives until its takedown in June 2021. Arrested in Colombia and extradited to the US in 2023, Ellison pleaded guilty in May 2024. Authorities emphasize that Ellison's case highlights the risks of using encrypted devices for criminal activities and the FBI's commitment to combating transnational crime. Other defendants in the case are awaiting sentencing, trial, or extradition. Osema Ellison will now be serving his sentence in a California prison after being sentenced in the United States District Court for the Southern District of California. Our next update is on a 47-year-old Western Sydney man with possible bikie links, who was arrested at the Sydney International Airport on his return to Australia. Australian Federal Police released his arrest footage to the media. He was charged with orchestrating the importation of 237 kilograms of MDMA from Germany, following a year-long investigation under Operation Casserade. Australian Border Force officers discovered the drugs concealed within car parts during a routine inspection in November 2023. The shipment was monitored and traced to the man, who allegedly used a fake identity to facilitate the import. A subsequent search of his home in May 2024 uncovered encrypted communication devices, evidence of offshore cryptocurrency accounts, and a concealed compartment in his vehicle. Arrested at the Sydney International Airport on November 15, the man was also found with $576,000 in cryptocurrency, believed to be proceeds of crime. He now faces multiple charges, including importing a commercial quantity of MDMA, dealing with proceeds of crime, and possessing an encrypted device. Authorities emphasize their commitment to disrupting drug syndicates and safeguarding the community. Our next update comes from New Zealand, where the Bold New Gangs Act 2024 has officially taken effect from midnight 21st of November, shaking the very roots of the country's long-standing gang culture. This groundbreaking legislation bans gang patches and insignia in public, including visibility inside private vehicles, as part of a decisive move against gang intimidation. Police now have the power to disperse gang gatherings immediately and issue non-association orders lasting up to a week. Courts can take it further with non-consorting orders, blocking communication between key gang members for up to 3 years. Additionally, gang membership will now be treated as an aggravating factor during sentencing, enabling tougher penalties even for non-gang related crimes. The Gangs Act 2024 in New Zealand shares similarities with bikie related laws in various Australian states, particularly in terms of restricting club insignia, banning associations, and toughening penalties for bikie related crimes. Like Australia's approach, the law introduces police powers to disperse gatherings, seize gang property, and impose harsher sentencing for gang-related offences, aligning with measures used in states like New South Wales, South Australia, and Western Australia. New Zealand Police launched Operation Nickel, a nationwide initiative enforcing these laws, accompanied by newly formed gang disruption units tasked with monitoring and intervening in gang activities. The new units include 77 dedicated gang disruption officers, with another 25 officers from the National Gang Unit supporting them. Police Commissioner Richard Chambers wasted no time, reporting that within 3 minutes of the law taking effect at midnight, officers had stopped a vehicle displaying gang insignia. The driver is now facing prosecution under the new rules. Authorities have emphasized that this law, which targets 35 gangs and clubs, is a direct response to the rising tide of gang-related violence. According to authorities, the message is crystal clear: the era of unchecked power for gangs in New Zealand is officially over. A final update is from Melbourne, where the Herald Sun has reported and published pictures of members of the Finks Bikie Club who were arrested for riding motorcycles along Melbourne's South Bank Promenade, leading to accusations of overreach by Victoria Police. The group, including Sione Hokafonu, pleaded guilty to a minor charge of riding on a footpath after more serious charges, such as reckless conduct endangering serious injury, were dropped. Defense lawyers criticized the prosecution as a misuse of resources, highlighting that the security camera footage showed no actual danger to the public, with pedestrians even interacting with the bikies during the ride. Despite the guilty plea, the charge was ultimately dismissed by the magistrate at the Melbourne Magistrates Court. The case involved the Echo Task Force executing 11 warrants, seizing 7 Harley-Davidson motorcycles, and confiscating Finks Club patches and insignia. Defense solicitors described the charges as exaggerated, with one lawyer calling the initial allegations laughable due to the lack of public safety concerns. The incident took place on August 9, 2024, and was reported by Imran Ali, a senior court reporter in the Herald Sun. If you're looking for more thrilling and edgy bikie updates, don't hesitate, whack that subscribe button, spread and share the video, hit that like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments. And for the true grid Spartans out there, consider sending a super thanks or buy us a coffee to show some love. Your support keeps us going and the channel thriving, especially since most of our videos aren't monetized due to all the crime-related content. Stay tuned, stay curious, stay awesome, and take care. Wu-Tang.
Let's begin. Miles of open, sky so clear. Engine rumble, nothing